First of all, Max Lowe, have you got a prognosis on how he's doing?
Yeah, it's not a good one, so he's got to see a consultant. So it's not it's a bad hamstring injury, one that he's injured years ago when he was younger as well and had surgery on. So yeah, it's not a good one.
I take it from that we're talking a couple of months at least. Have you got a kind of time scale?
No, not yet.
Okay, and in terms of, I'm not going to go through everyone because we'd be here all day.
I'm not going to tell you about it anyway. So.
But in terms of the other players, are there any others in particular, kind of thinking from a left-sided perspective, like Osborne or Robinson or Clark, that are anywhere near coming back?
No.
Any of the other members that are out that are potentially back?
Bill's training with us today.
Okay.
So Bill, we're integrating him back in from today, which is good. Yeah.
Keeps the options there, of course, and Sanderberger now officially staying. I think all the relevant windows have closed now. Is that, just to draw a line under that, is that a positive step forward?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, it was out of my head after that Champions League window shut, but that's not to say, but you can't, same as injuries, you can't spend all your time worrying about what if. So as much as, you might want to ask about injuries, this and that, there's got to be on right. Who's training today? How are we preparing for the next game? And they've been coming every 2-3 days, so that's all I'm bothered about, the next game and preparing for that.
One of the kind of last things that could be done in terms of transfers is obviously some of the younger players maybe going out to non-league clubs. Is that something you've thought about? I know there's likes of Arblaster, of course, made his debut last weekend. And with the
thought about it, but they're on the bench. There's no... I can't do anything, you know.
Is that potentially something, though, when people come back that you would think about?
Yeah, but I want them back first, so... Yeah, well, but it's pointless again. It's a waste of time to think about because it's not going to happen.
Contracts, have you got any kind of dates planned in when you're going to start looking at all that? Because that's kind of the next step.
No, that's not mine. That's not my job to do, so... Not my job. So, discussed, and we know there's players we want to sit down with. There's probably a lot more who I want to sit down with as well. But it's not my job. If it was my decision, then I'd get on with it. But it's not ultimately, So it's not my job to negotiate or do anything like that.
Would you like to see that kind of looked at sooner rather than later?
Oh, it's looked at. It just takes a long time. It just takes no guarantee. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of factors behind it, and like I say, another one of them things. If I'm spending all my time on that, I'm not doing my job properly. That's for other people to do and make sure we get sorted.
Have you heard any more regarding the Kyron Gordon incident at Hull City last weekend? Just
statements have been taken, and and it's one of those, because there's people involved in that now. There's nothing I can say that we know what happened. We know what happened. I think other people have come forward and as well. So it's out of our hands now. It's for the authorities, correct people, to deal with it.
Are you hopeful that action will be taken, that you'd like to see action taken as a result of...
Yeah, definitely should be taken. We know that. Like I said, witnesses have come forward, which is great. And then it's down to the authorities, but it's not down to us. I think the pleasing thing now is the fact that people feel more confident stepping up to say and to report things. Not the people who's directly involved in it, but other people as well who maybe witnessed it. And that's reassuring, I think, for me certainly. And I think it's a sign of the improvements that have been made, not just in football, in society as well. So that's a good thing. That's the bit I've taken from this.
A few days on, looking back at the whole performance, what kind of impressed you most about the game and the result and what you saw?
The win, the spirit. Going to a tough place like that, and like I said, second half at the Wes didn't have a save, which is really pleasing. And I think everything we said about on the day, we're strong. We're looking for consistent performances, and no coincidence, probably his worst performance, or flattest performance, was the first game of the season, where people say, you could have easily got a draw. Nothing in the game. There's nothing in the game, but that was the furthest away from how we want to play. And after that, whether it's been home, away, the cup, there's been a level of performance that's been consistent.
In terms of the scenes at the end of the game, with you going over to the fans, there seems to be a real rapport there. How much are you enjoying that from that perspective? Clearly, obviously, the start of the season, the position in the league helps, but you must enjoy little moments like that. It must make all the effort worthwhile.
Yeah, I think I said after, I think it was Nathan who asked me about away wins. Away wins are always special, without a doubt they are. Away support, away following's always really strong, especially here, but most clubs have real strong, they go there for one reason, to back the team. You know what I mean? That's it, away support, and every club would probably say the same, and ours has been fantastic from day one. I like to think we're generating that at Bramall Lane as well. We can still be better. Well, as we all the time, fans can still be better, we can still be better. But they won't get, I was with some Blades fans yesterday, and the one thing I said to them, they won't get a better group of players and staff who I can say and vouch for and say that they want to be here, they're fighting for the place and to represent the fans in the way they do. I think every fan can, you know, just have that bit of peace of mind that they've got people here who want to be here and want to give everything.
And that togetherness is important, isn't it? You know, to show that connection, not to stand off it and be there right at the end. You know, to join in the successes, but also to kind of share in the difficult moments too.
Yeah, we're in a difficult moment with injuries and stuff, and that's why players are stepping up and fighting. Whether that's the young boys who are making debuts, whether that's players slightly playing out position, whether it's the ones who are digging in and giving 90 every week, ones that are playing with injuries, and so they need the support and the backing of the fans. And we're going to have tough moments throughout the season. But it don't mean we can't win while we're in those tough moments. You know what I mean? That's what's when we talk about spirit and a togetherness and a resilience. These words have been used a lot, but that's what that is for me. And like I say, what you've not got, forget about it. What have we got? What can we do to win the next game? And that's what we always focus on. That's what I try and instill. And whichever players are on the pitch, whichever 18 we've got out. So that's why you need the backing of the fans as well. And I want the fans to understand that and know that we'll always fight and try and win, but we need the fans' support, and I think the appreciation of the fans goes a long way as well to getting even more out of the players.
Will Max Lowe's injury now mean that you have to rejig things a little bit? You know, there's of the players that we talked that are still out, there's no kind of natural players to come in. You're thinking different formations or different people playing out of position.
Yeah, we're going to have to change things, yeah, definitely. So, yeah.
Rotherham up next. In terms of a kind of match-up, you're both teams that play with a lot of energy and like to get at each other. Do you see it as a kind of well-matched contest against them this weekend?
Yeah, it's a derby game. I know the staff well. I know I've been and watched them 3 times already this season, and they've been great when I've watched them each time. So we're approaching it the way we approach every game, but in terms of level of detail and acknowledging it's a derby against a team that's only lost once this season, against a team that's been causing problems for other teams. Yeah, we'll be ready for a big game.
To get 1 promotion's impressive. I mean, the fact Paul's got 3 now to get Rotherham back up. What would you say about the job that he's done over the near 6 years he's been there? Yeah,
he's done a terrific job. I've got so much time for him, not only in the job, but I like him. I think he's a good guy, and yeah, no one was more pleased for him than me when he got promoted again. It's a big achievement, no matter what league, no matter what club. But as you say, to be like a serial promotion winner, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, and I think the team reflects his personality, and again, because of how he is and his personality, I don't know all their players, but I guarantee you they're good, honest people that are wanting to work hard for Rotherham United. So by knowing that and understanding that, we know we're going to get one of the most honest, hard-working teams coming to try and stop us. So we have to prepare for that. You know, that's been our message. That's one thing I can guarantee, that this team's going to come and fight and give everything to stop us.
And as someone from South Yorkshire, but outside of Sheffield, you'll know how much it means to everyone to take a scalp of a Sheffield club.
Yeah, and listen, when I spoke to Warnie in the summer, we were on about this fixture. He knew the date of it when I said in pre-season. Do you know what I mean? That shows the importance of it. We know that, and that's great. That's why the big games. think they've sold out their away following Hampton straight away as well. So it's going to be a great, real good atmosphere. Like I said, against a tough team, we've had a good start. And yeah, back to what I said before, the one thing we can guarantee is that they're coming here and they'll give everything.